not really let NaVi reset, but no, they actually call for the CT switch. So NaVi are going to be the ones under the gun. They're going to be the ones having to deliver on the T side rounds. And Fnatic, they get to start off on that CT side.
Yep. Well, it is pistol round. Let's see what NaVi buys. Seized has 2 flashes and a smoke, and that's all the utility they're going to have going into this pistol round. So it's not going to be a heavy execute, something rather simple for them, but still, you have that one smoke. It can work either bomb side. You can block off connector on both sides. It seems like they're going to be making their way towards the B bomb side right away.
I love it. Like NaVi, no subtlety whatsoever. Straight flashes out onto the site, and Flusha and Dennis just ripping them a new one. Pleasant is alive on the site as well, just taking the longest fight of his life with Zeus, who once again comes through on the pistol. Picks up 1 kill, but then Dennis just comes out of nowhere. Triple kill for him, and he's playing from connector as well, so he's just picking them off at his leisure. And now it's seized in a 1v3, hoping to get lucky here. If he can track down Dennis, that'd be pretty nice. And he goes for the pre-fire, but he's not going to find him. Instead, it's JW out in the open, and JW will end the fight.
Yep, hard at 1-on-3 when you don't even have an armor. In that situation doesn't work. A very simple round from NaVi. Just trying to ram their way into B bombs out with a pop flash. But Dennis, like you pointed out, with the triple kill, taking matters to his own hands, and that's going to be Fnatic picking up the pistol round. NaVi, they decide to go on the force bar right away. Now, this is a map where you can see it work a lot of the times, especially you see teams on the T side go for the drop room. Seems like, or feels like that is the crucial point. The distances are very short, so that's where the Tech 9s are very, very useful.
Just makes me a little salty to see Guardian go for the Deagle Kevlar, not try and prioritize the op in the first buy round. Because we have seen him in the past go for like P250 and just P250, or like P250 smoke. But he just spends all of his money. And that's not going to be too good for him. Well, I mean, considering NaVi really do count quite heavily on his AWP to have an impact.
Smart play from Fnatic here, playing passively in the drop zone. They really felt like there was possibly going to be a push there, and that is exactly what NaVi wanted to do. But Fnatic playing it passively, and they're going to be the ones getting the first 2 kills. Make things matters worse for Fnatic, for NaVi. It's going to be Fnatic getting the first 3 kills before Guardian gets on the map.
Yeah, can finally bring something back. But this is a pretty, I mean, a go-to play for NaVi. They leave seized and drop, and they put the rest of them over in like a long palace area, and just kind of let them go to work. So I wonder if it's getting to the point where it might be a little bit of a tell. That's something that NaVi could use to their advantage, because we've seen this become really like a go-to strategy for NaVi. Just leave seized over there. He's the one playing in drop. He's making noise, and then the rest of NaVi are focused over on that A site.
Yeah, he's trying to get that first kill there to create some rotations, and then the majority of NaVi trying to run through that A long afterwards, but obviously without getting the opening kills, that's never going to work out. And now it's going to be a full-on save, and it's going to be a full-on push to B bomb side. Dennis says thank you. That's 2 kills, JW as well, and that's going to be a very quick mop-up from Fnatic.
Jeez, no fear from Pleasant either. Doesn't matter if he has to go through fire and flames, he will find 1 kill at least, get on the board for himself there. And so Flush is sitting on the 1 kill, JW with 5, Dennis with 5. Those guys doing pretty good work right now, haven't died yet either.
Yeah, and 10K for JW in round number 4.
2 shotgun kills, baby.
Bank of Fnatic.
Exactly, that's what we used to call him. When you play Squeak Door on Nuke, turn into the Bank of Sweden. Guy was brutal. And wow, NaVi, they just continue to go for the all-out aggression here on Plateau. Seems like it's a rinse and repeat sort of situation for them. And now JW, he's in a great position. He can just drop down onto Guardian. If he gets the timing right, he can rotate so quickly behind them. And it seems like he will just go for that push. Edward will open things up by taking out Pleasant, but Flush is there to stimmy things. He takes out Flamey, and Dennis just doing work right now. 3 kills for him. And then the annihilation from behind. JW catches Zeus out in the open, and they recover nicely here, Fnatic.
Yeah, even though Pleasant went down as the first guy, it was still, Fnatic managed to hold that push long enough without getting on the bomb side NaVi, so that Dennis managed to rotate in to help, and JW getting into the flank, and that was rather clean in the end for Fnatic. 4-0 in their favor.
And this is a bit early to be going for a tactical timeout, so I'm a little curious as to what's going on here.
Yeah, unless they're tilting.
I suppose, yeah. They could be tilting after overpass as well. Yeah,
exactly. What happened in the previous map. Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Seized, working on a James Bond right now. So hopefully that doesn't happen, especially after his performance at Malmo in the finals. Like, definitely one of the heavy hitters for NaVi, one of the guys who's really stepped up over the past several months, just doing mad work for them along with Guardian and Flamey. Even Edward, I mean, that's the beauty of NaVi right now. It just feels like, you know, Zeus takes sometimes a little bit more of a passive role in things, plays, I mean, you know, air quotes, that support role where he kind of sets it up for his teammates. But like Seized, Edward, Flamey, Guardian, they've all been having like crazy games over the past couple of months.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now, NaVi, they cannot just rely on one player going ham every time. You need to have people around him, and so far, it's pretty much all of the team is delivering. And Starks, obviously, he's created a great system from NaVi. Sometimes what I think is that, you know, they need to, similar to what Luminosity managed to do a few months back, they were used to be very, very slow, but they've also managed to create a lot of fast strategies. And I think that change of pace has really worked out, but we already got a trade of kills here, as Zeus is going to get one on JW, as JW gets the first kill onto Guardian.
Yeah, he got a little overconfident there. Well, not... I was about to say not the perfect smoke, but then I guess if you lurk on the edge there, Pleasant can still just barely make out the top of your head. All right. So maybe that was like the next level bait from Pleasant. He's like, hey, the smoke's wrong, guys. You guys can actually take advantage of this. Wait.
Denied.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, it seems like another P-push coming in. And basically 3 of Fnatic members are towards that site, so this should be a hard one for NaVi, considering they have 2 Galils as well. And pretty much no utility to work with. Just one smoke that is thrown right now. It's going to go in front of drop zone, actually.
Okay, interesting decision. Nicely timed anti-flash there to just completely white out Flamey. And while Dennis, he's just sitting and hitting shots all day long. This guy's unstoppable.
Also an awkward round for NaVi. Like, just they throw the smoke in front of drop, and then phase from B plateau 1 by 1.
And now there's a whole weapon midi. Pleasant will pick up the kill. But no subtlety here from NaVi, really. Just straight up face, cross your fingers, and hope that you can get the kills in. So now this has to be a quasi-buy out of them. This has to be just... No, never mind. So they're going for the force buy, NaVi. So just throwing everything out of the window. Kind of curious. I mean, I would think that they, you know, it's still fairly early on here. You could still kind of go for like pistol Kevlar, a couple of nades.
Oh, yeah.
Cross your fingers and hope, right? It's not the end of the world if Fnatic get up to 6 rounds and then get a reasonable buy.
Yeah, considering you know at this point that Fnatic has a very healthy economy. You're going to be aware of that. So, I mean, playing the numbers, it would have been the move to make. Get some Tech 9 armors, infuse utility, and, you know, hope for the best kind of a thing. But they're going to force buy. And it's going to be trade kills here. JW, max 7, but it's going to go down.
Nicely done. This time around, however, Seized is still alive, and what is that spray from Flusha? Seized will get the drop on Pleasant in the end, but it's still a 1v2 for him. He's got an AK, and Flusha even goes so far as to face him when he comes out of connector, so that's pretty ballsy there by the Swede.
Yeah. No respect place from Fnatic. I'm not really sure if that should even surprise us in this situation. It's a trademark more than anything.
Flusha doesn't care, man. Flusha, he's just here to crush hopes and dreams. And well, you know, now that Olafmeister isn't in the picture anymore, he gets his time to shine. It's like, I'm the big man. You look at me. I'm the boss now. And so he's got something to say about that. He finally takes out Dennis, so there's a start. Brings it to a one-on-one, but Flusha's still got the HP. Has a nade as well, so he's going to start playing some mind games, it looks like. He's rotating all the way down into underpass, and he hasn't even been spotted. What is this crazy stuff? Seized seems to be sensing something, though, and he will spot off Flusha, and he will find the headshot in the end. Great clutch coming in from Seized, and great map awareness in the end, actually managing to find Flusha, because Flusha was definitely trying to pull a fast one on him.
Yeah, a great 1-on-3 from Seized. But this round now, with only just one member surviving from NaVi, it's going to mean that it's going to be a bit of a problem when it comes to their utility they're going to be able to get into this round. They did get an op on Guardian, obviously, but on the other hand, 4 smokes as well, so still a bunch of utility, but not all they could hope for.
No, indeed. Oh, the jiggle peek, but Guardian's not going to spot that. And it's just going to be an incendiary going down to buy a little bit of time. I mean, Fnatic are flush with cash. They've got all the nades that they want. JW's the one who's a little light right now. And so they are going to once again butt heads over here on the A side. Flamey will find the kill on Flusha, who was lurking around on plateau on the B side, however. This might prompt NaVi to start pushing around. They are making some noise up in A long, so Fnatic, they're hearing noise all over the place. It's a bit of a tough situation for them. Now they need to try and suss out, you know, where NaVi are actually going to hit, considering they've seen them all over the place across the map. Yeah,
especially if the rotation times are quite long in this map, so you need to take some risks in this situation. It might pay off right now. JW on top of the car. Crims is all the way down the middle. He's going to pop blaster himself. but go down by Suze before JW picks up a kill with the op. Now the numbers still do favor NaVi, and they have plenty of options with Seized already taking over drop zone. And Pleasant is going to be out of position. He's going to get picked up by Seized, and that's going to be the B bomb side lost.
There we go. That's when it all starts to fall into place. Dennis has been magnificent here, however, from this position, so we'll see. He's still in the fight. Guardian finds a kill on JW, but Dennis lurking his way in, and he looks away just as Flamey comes around the corner. So no luck for him this time around. Flamey will get the drop on him, and that's a second round on the board now for NaVi.
Yeah, that was getting the entry by NaVi, and then they traded effectively afterwards. Even though JW got the kill, but Crims went down by NaVi in middle as well. So that's when the numbers started favoring NaVi, and they got one of the players into drop. Pleasant trying to rotate back into B, gets caught off guard on No Man's Land, and that was pretty much the B bomb side lost, and NaVi with the second round in a row.
Yeah, it's starting to chain them together, and finally they're having an impact on Fnatic's economy as well. Believe that this is Fnatic basically investing everything in this round. So NaVi have a real chance here to get some easy rounds on the board, to force Fnatic to go for pistols, and to start getting a real chain together here. So 5-2, Fnatic still well in the lead, but NaVi with the chance.
Look at this. 4 CTs are on the B bomb side. Just Crims here from Fnatic playing A. And it's going to be middle, meanwhile all of NaVi, with 3 members, taking over that A long. And they've already walked out, actually, so Crims might be surprised here. And he is, as Guardian's going to get that free kill onto him. And that's going to be A bomb side. NaVi, and I think at this point, Fnatic might be just going for that save.
That's what they're thinking about. Only problem is Seized is still around and drop. And he might have heard some footsteps. He might be just looking to see if anybody's going to be backing off, because that bomb is going to get planted. Of course, Fnatic have to know this. And yeah, there's just no money left here on Fnatic.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure NaVi is aware of the situation for Fnatic's economy, so they might try and go for those kills. Because they'll have money, even if they lose multiple members, they'll still be able to buy everything they need to in the following one. But if they get kills on Fnatic, that would mean that it's going to be a save for them.
Yeah, if they can get a couple of kills, that would be nice. Don't want them to overcommit, though, and give up too many rifles, but it goes perfectly for NaVi so far. Flamey and Edward both finding kills. JW
Nice
annihilate Seized. That was a sick flick. Oh, Dennis is going to be pretty much the last man standing here. JW hoping to get lucky, not going to find the knife, and Flamey even takes out Dennis, so not a single rifle save for Fnatic.
Yeah, that was a nice way from NaVi, utilizing flashes they still had. Ball flashing long, getting those both kills. JW does get a kill, but then gets mowed down, and all of Fnatic going down means that they're going to get a save. And that's going to be a way easier round for NaVi than what it would have been if Fnatic manages to save all those 4 weapons. So NaVi is slowly creeping into this.
Oh, they're doing some work now. They finally found themselves. They realize perhaps that this map really matters quite a bit for them, that they need it to help them get to the LAN well, to the LAN final, basically, top 4 advance. They're currently in 5th spot in the group.
A lot of information from Edward right now. He must have spotted at least 3 of those 4 on a B site. He's going to be the first one to go down. He's coming through connector. That's going to clean that bomb site, which is JW left. And, well, he's in a bit of an interesting corner right now. Is he going to be able to utilize this? He's going to be managing to realize where he is. No, but Flamey gets the kill.
Oh, that's a little annoying for Seized. It's like if I'd have gone 2 steps further, I would have spotted him, and that would have never happened. But instead, I had to be the clever one and go for the flash. See how things are? Don't overthink things, Seized. Don't overthink.
Now, NaVi's paced himself properly in this last 4 rounds. Played a lot more methodically, and they managed to create openings. They managed to get those first picks to cause some aggressiveness from Fnatic. They will need to be the ones taking some risks when they lose that first member. NaVi has been able to utilize that situation. Now JW is in a very aggressive position here together with Crims. He's going to fall back eventually. He's not connecting on the shot either.
It's really not looking too bad here, actually. They get that smoke down. Caesar's going to back off, so no HE damage suffered to him. And they do a good job of baiting out quite a bit of Fnatic's nades there. That's what NaVi are hoping for, basically. Try and make some noise, force Fnatic to use their grenades so they don't have them for later on in the round when the execute will come in from NaVi, because the rest of NaVi are gathered up looking towards Plateau. They'll have a couple guys going towards drop as well, so things are about to get hairy on the B site for Fnatic.
Well, they still do have 3 of the Fnatic members on this B bomb side, so still very doable for them. NaVi just waiting for that right moment to hit the site. Still having 2 smokes, a Molotov, and a few flashes to work with. Here comes the execute. Flash, pop flash into drop zone. It's going to be Flamey totally blind. Flash being smart enough not to push in there. Instead, fall back. Then it's going to be the first one to get kill on Edward. On Plateau.
Nice pick onto Pleasant, but then the shot comes out from Dennis. Point blank, instantly traded by Zeus. And it ends up actually working out at least a little bit for them, although they line up and a huge spray comes in from Flusha. The timing is impeccable. Zeus and Flamey are down. And I was about to praise NaVi for actually getting the job done here, but in the end, it's going to be seized in a 1v3. And he spots out Flusha, but there's just too many guns waiting for him. He will get caught 6-4. But Edward, man, he just threw himself out there, not expecting it to take so long for his three mates to come out through drop room and actually, have an impact on that B site.
Yeah, what a spark play from Flusha as well. Just flashing into drop, not committing to it, decides to fall back and being the the main factor of that round going the Fnatic's way, going all the way back to the bomb site where it seemed like NaVi was going to get the control of that B bomb site, but then Flusha's UMP was just way too much for NaVi to handle.
That was crazy, yeah. Catches them both stacked up as well. Couldn't have been better for Flusha there.
Timing was key.
Now, NaVi, they've been set back a little bit, but it's not over yet. They had plenty of money, so they are going to be able to get quite a healthy buy going here. But Fnatic, with so many players surviving, Flusha getting kills with that UMP, bonus SMG money in his pocket, they're doing pretty well here, Fnatic as well. So Crims will get set up. The incendiary going down. The flash is going to follow. Crims hoping to find the cheeky angle or the cheeky bit of timing. And he's got JW there to watch his back. Big brother, Edward was trying to pick on Crims. JW just not going to allow that. Took him out into the schoolyard, wrecked him a little bit.
That's what I call a buddy system there. It's well baited. And JW says thanks, and that's going to be the first kill going the way of Fnatic. Things slow down. Seems like NaVi's going to try to force something here and drop. Just waiting for the right moment. Flash up. Never mind, it's Pleasant actually here this time around, close to this position. Bomb is also close to B bomb side, so that would suggest that that's where the execute is going to be coming from NaVi.
Only problem is that Dennis just continues to dominate this part of the map. Will finally get shut down by Flamey, but he did his part. He picked up the one kill. Flamey and C's, though, coming through big. Huge kill there for Flamey onto Flusha point blank, and now JW worried about drop. And the flash is impeccable as well. Seized will find the kill onto JW. Great communication coming in from NaVi to set it up for Seized to come out of drop room. And that means that Crims has to back off and save his gun in a 1v3. Fnatic about to get hard reset on the economy.
Yeah, what an odd round there. That B push, first NaVi member coming for B plateau, just getting dismantled, but then Flamey being the second guy coming in, gets the 2K. And then afterwards, that's when the nice team play comes in. Nice ball flash. Totally blinding JW. Getting the kill, I think it was Seized. And now, like you say, Crim's just going to be trying to save it. Fnatic is going to be in a very hard situation with their economy, and NaVi looking to tie this match.
That's what I really love to see. Like, good awareness, basically. It's not, Seized could have very well gone, just for a Zeus or something, picked out. No flash, no nothing to help him. Even if his teammates have the utility, he could have just, tried to make the play by himself. Instead, he pauses for a moment. Flash comes in from his teammate. Boom. That's exactly how CS is supposed to be played.
Yep, that's the correct synergy you need to have on the either side, really. If you know there's a possibility, then utilize the flashes.
Whoa, Nelly.
Well,
Fnatic are showing up here.
That's a Fnatic buy if you've ever seen one.
Yeah. Okay, then. We'll see if they can actually pull this off. This might actually... it worked on Overpass. NaVi ran into a force buy once and ended up costing them a round, and quite a few rounds at that.
Now it seems like NaVi is really relying on this A-long push. Again, they're sending 3 players here. Taking it slowly. They're not really using any utility. Instead, they're just walking all the way. Edward, together with his 2 teammates, all the way out from that A-hall. Now Crims... He was surprised previously, so he is ready for this, and he's going to spot Edward. Get that first kill. Not the second one, though. Zeus going down to 19 HP, but managed to get the kill. And the rotation's already coming in from Fnatic, though.
That's what I was waiting for, but JW somehow fluffs the shot on Seized. Seized survives with 8 HP, and it's going to be down to Pleasant and Flusha. But Guardian and Seized have both taken quite a bit of damage here, so we'll see if they can actually make the play. There's the flash and the push from Pleasant. He manages to pick up the one. Flusha's there. Long-range duel between him and Guardian.
Oh. And
that was awkward. Well, long-range duel between him and Flamey, rather. Flamey had the AK. But that was such a shame for JW. He was trying to get that flank in, and C's turned around just in the nick of time. Missed shots, however, and it's not going to bank out there for Fnatic in the end. 6-6, and they get shut down on their force buy.
Yeah, that was close. If Crims would have gotten that kill on the Zeus, I think this round could have easily gone the way of Fnatic, but instead he survived with 19 HP, gets the kill on the Crims, and things just turn into Navi's favor. Flash and a 1-on-2 in the end, not managing to win it, and now this means that we're probably going to see Navi take the lead for the first time on Cbble. 6-6 and full eco from Fnatic coming in.
You got to give it to him. That was very nicely done by Crims. Little adjustment on his part. He's like, okay, you fooled me once.
Yep.
If he could have picked up that kill on Zeus, it would have been a totally different scenario. Well, to start off this round, 13th round, tied 6-6, it's just going to be Navi having a field day. Sick acrobatics there from Guardian. Just goes jumping on in, lands a very nice shot. And well, Dennis, he's going to be chilling out over here on the B side. Seized is going to be hanging around with him. And that bomb will get planted on the A side eventually, although Zeus is kind of hunting around, taking some risks with the bomb. Don't really like to see that, but then again, I guess he just feels like, no way we can lose this. We know they're ecoing. So he's a little hungry for the frags right now.
Yeah, that can happen in this kind of situation for sure.
Stats, man.
Yeah, they matter to these people. Sometimes a little bit too much.
Absolutely. But it will be Navi coming out in the lead in the end, and that's exactly how it's supposed to go when they're on their T side here. They do actually manage to edge it out, so 7-6. We expect them to get 9-6. I think that's obviously that's the best case scenario here for Navi, and it's kind of par for the course. So if they can actually manage to pull off that scoreline, considering the start that they had, that would be magnificent. That would be a wonderful turnaround here for Navi at the end of the first half.
Yep, still economic pressure for Fnatic. It's going to be an UMP on Flasha once again. No AWP in play either. Just one kid on Flasha, and only one Molotov too. So bit of a quasi buy for Fnatic. They're having a lot more presence here in middle this time around, with JW and Crims both. And that's where Navi is actually going to be making their way to with that pop flash. And has been spotted. He's going to lose. Well, he's going to lose his life. But gets traded by Zeus before JW comes in with his second kill. And that's going to be advantage for Fnatic, but Flamey. Oh, that was a self flash, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and it just barely went off like too short on the angle, so Flamey didn't get flashed. That would have been a work of art. If JW managed to bank that into Flamey's face, that would have been crazy. But again, JW, just so good. Seized will finally put an end to Dennis. And Pleasant and Flush are the last two alive, but at least this time around, Pleasant, he's kind of in position. He's in drop. He's got an angle. He's hoping for somebody to overextend on that site. And Guardian has now got the line on him into drop and into connector. So Guardian's got control of plateau. Pleasant kind of stuck in a bit of a tight spot because Guardian's already lined up.
Yeah, Flasha needs to be the one to get the kill, but instead it's Guardian getting both in a matter of seconds. And that's going to be Navi winning their 8th round. And Fnatic going to the last one of the half for barely any money. Going to be a totally forced buy for them.
Beautiful work from Guardian in the end there. That's just like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of experience on this map, knowing the timings. It's just like, all right, the first guy peeks, the other guy's going to try and refrag me. I already know where he's coming from. Boom.
This has been quite a streaky half, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not long ago Fnatic had over 10k on almost everyone. Now Navi, a lot of money to spare here going into the last round.
Yeah, basically, buy all the things. Tech 9s, you got them. Mollies, yeah, we got those too. And it's not the cheap liquor. They're throwing the good stuff around, man. They got money to burn. It is going to be Flusha falling back. Nice little nade there to actually chase him out of the drop room. That sets it up for Navi to just take their time. JW got caught pushing Palace or a long by Zeus, so that's not too good. But they will trade 1-for-1 as the push comes in on the B side. Dennis still alive, and the rotation coming out from Crims as well. So all 3 members will be here for Fnatic, and Flusha starts it off strong by taking out Seized in the drop room.
Yeah, Navi player still stuck on that plateau. And Dennis on the side, but Crims also chiming in with the Deagle. With Dennis as well, with the FAMAS just leaving Zeus here alone in a 1-on-3 situation. And that's Fnatic winning around when we not really expect that.
That's just
Fnatic things.
Just Fnatic things, nonsensical things. Just very, very odd in the end. Flusha coming through with the Deag when he needed to. Yeah, Seized getting caught in drop. That was definitely not part of the plan.
But getting 7 rounds on the CT side is well enough on Cbble, that's for sure. I mean, a lot of the time we're looking at 9-6s, 10-5s on T side. So Fnatic still with all the opportunities here.
I guess the issue here is just that Fnatic, I mean, you know, it was very straightforward stuff, like you were saying, right, on overpass. Very straightforward stuff on their T side. Nothing too complex. No real executes going into it. They just kind of grouped up, you know, challenged for duels, and then kind of grouped up into a death ball and ran onto a site, right?
Yep.
I mean, can we see that same kind of effect? Can that style of play be as effective here on Cobblestone as it was on overpass?
Well, I think now it's going to be to see if they've just sent Pleasant do what all of my usually do on that B plateau. I hope they do. It'll be fun to see how he fares in that situation, because that's pretty much been Fnatic's bread and butter on the map for the longest time.
At least on overpass, he showed that you know, he's got the aim. So he's having a little bit more of a struggle here, but it's been a lot of rotating sort of situations for him, getting caught out by Seized. So tough, difficult situations for him in the first half. Zeus, however, will peek out, and Pleasant, man, he just takes the fight. Runs straight at him, drops Zeus down to 1 HP. Zeus gonna have a bit of a rough day. He gets overwhelmed, and there, Fnatic have the man advantage, although Edward comes back into it. But that was over on Plateau. That was over on the B side of things where Dennis was lurking. So the core of Fnatic are still grouped up and ready. Yeah,
this is very similar pistol round from what we saw from Fnatic on overpass as well. They get the first kill, although now retaliated by NaVi, and then Fnatic just slow things down. Guardian, if you walk too far into it, might be in trouble for you. JW is waiting for you, but Guardian says no. He's going to get that kill.
That was beautiful. No possibility for a refrag there. Nobody there to watch JW's back. Even though he had his back to the wall, it didn't save him. Still got jumped. Like a ninja.
I'm sure Flamey must have heard Flusha just jump down. Flusha making his way through the connector, and the remaining two are on A long, just waiting for Flusha to make his move. Seems as though that Flusha's not being heard. He's going to make it all the way to the balcony. And CT spawn, this could be instrumental. But Guardian now, he realized there's a possibility. He gets a kill on the Flusha as well. Jokes are over. Now he's going to take the duel against the two remaining Ts with another guy. That's going to be C's flanking in as well. Just going to leave Crims here in a very unwinnable situation.
Beautiful work by Guardian with his peek initially on a JW and then holding his own, basically buying all the time in the world there for his teammates to rotate in to help him stop that push onto the A site.
Yeah, great awareness there with the possibility of the flank. I think they realized that now. Even if they didn't hear him, I think they realized there's a possibility that there could be someone come through the drop into all the way to CT spawn. Guardian turns around at the right point, gets the kill on the Flusha. And that's going to be NaVi winning that pace around. Now, as you can see here, Fnatic has decided to force buy into this. No smokes to play with, though. They have a flash and grenade. 2 flashes and a grenade. Deagle speed to 50 CZs to play with. So it's just going to come down to pure aim duels. They need to hit these shots with the Deagles to make this happen.
Basically, yeah. I mean, they've shown that they can get some headshots, so we'll see. Dennis, Pleasant, I'm looking at you. Flusha as well can get the 1 dig when he wants. But Flamey and Edward are going to gang up on Dennis, so he hasn't had too much luck over on that B plateau so far. JW, though, just annihilates Flamey. So sick, and he's got the M4 now as well. He'll find the headshot on C's. Now he's already waiting for the backstab that comes in, and then during all of this chaos, Edward is looking the wrong way when Flusha puts in. Guardian, though, will get the first spray, and then he gets flanked by JW. Still whips around 180, picks up that kill. We're into a 2-on-2 now. Guardian is so very low. Flusha can definitely catch him out. There's a man on the plateau as well. That's Crims watching for the flank. Guardian is just going to crouch right under the angle, and Crims doesn't spot the gun barrel, so this could get nasty. He spots out the man moving onto the site, but he has no idea that Guardian is holding close. He might be hearing the footsteps now, and he will find the headshot onto Guardian. Bomb is planted for him as well, and instantly Zeus is going to tap it, but there's no kit on Zeus, so he doesn't have time to play games. This is taking long enough. He's just going to try and rush Crims down, and he's not going to get it done. That's what's going to get the job done here for Fnatic. Individual plays in the end. Great teamwork there at the end between Flusha and Crims, but Crims, you can just count on him to clutch.
Like I say prior to the match, Cobblestone for Fnatic on T-side. It's a lot about Olofmeister and JW making these incredible plays. Obviously, Olofmeister not on the server, so it's JW getting these 2 kills. That had a massive effect. Obviously, Flusha chiming in as well, and then Crims winning that 1-on-2. But that is just Fnatic things once again. Making a situation that where they even lost the first member. The situation looking really good for NaVi. They still make it work. JW coming in.
Oh yeah, and straight underpass take, but there's a trap. That's going to be Guardian, dead. Now there's Flamey waiting, and Pleasant's going to charge in there and take the fight, but Flamey with the CZ will pick him off. And Zeus waiting in danger will catch the drop. He manages to actually do quite a bit of damage to JW before Crims rings it back, but then Flamey, I mean, this is just turning into this long, drawn-out fight. It's proving to be very expensive for Fnatic in the end.
Yeah, indeed, a 3-on-3 situation. They decide to fall back, making their way towards the B bomb site. Seized He's going to be, in an awkward position. Still manages to get a kill somehow on the Crims. But Dennis is going to retaliate, and that's going to be the B-bomb set open. But here comes the rotation. Flamey goes down. So all going to be on Edward.
I think they spotted him there.
I think they did. Go straight up, take that duel. He's going to get those 2 kills as well. Somehow. What is even going on? How does... Whoa, okay. That's a vintage Edward right there.
Dude, he just clicked. He was just aiming. He was on point. Look at this. Just calm as you please, and he chooses the perfect angle as well because it just turns into an aim map at that point. They have to hit the headshot on him, but with a P250, a pistol, he will land both shots, get both kills, and save NaVi.
And surprise, surprise, Fnatic opting to go for the force prize roll. Eagles and, well, release the JW seems to be the name of this sort of shotgun of JW. And I think it's a fair name to give to that weapon, considering we've seen some magical things from him, but what a round.
Yeah,
that just came out of the blue. I mean, we were not even ready for that.
No, definitely expected him to just, go down in a hail of bullets. But it's just the positioning is so clever from. He's used that little lip to just turn it into headshot versus headshot. It didn't even matter if they had rifles. They had to tap away as well. Really nicely done by Edward.
Well, you got to remember that Edward's one of the best pistol players in 1.6. But look at this. Again, Fnatic making it work. Even with 2 first kills, but NaVi is going to be able to retaliate. Makes it into a 3-on-2 now in favor of Fnatic. They're going to be trying to boost up from the drop zone. Well, Pleasant is going to be falling back from Bleeple. He's expecting a bit of flank here, actually.
Oh, this is scary.
Yeah.
Because they're right behind him. Guardian, had he peeked at that time, he would have caught Pleasant in the back, and he will still succeed in that. So nicely done. Zeus will take out JW, and what looked so good for Fnatic will eventually crumble. Crims has got the MP9 up close, but you almost want to see him go for the Tech 9. Just at this range, he can rip Guardian's head off.
So 1-on-2. No, the Molotov, though, that's going to take a lot of time from Crims to get that bomb, and there's no possibility for him to rotate all the way to that A bomb site, so he needs to just purely win aim duels here. Look at the positioning from NaVi. He's not going to get individual duels, is he? Oh, almost is. Zeus in the end, though. He's going to clean it up.
Nice step out there from Zeus. That was definitely a little bit too close for comfort.
Now, this is the situation from Fnatic. What are they going to do here? I mean, they know the money is not great on NaVi, but if they lose this one, things could spiral out of control.
There's no way that they force. Jeez.
I could see that happen.
Jeez.
I mean, it's something in LDLC and Envy, used to do quite a bit of. I mean, Fnatic every now and again. And like we've seen so far on this map, they made it close on every single round, even if their weaponry hasn't been the best. And Guardian just playing super aggressively here, but gets a lot of information, obviously. In the meanwhile, though, Fnatic decides to fall back from the V-halls and have a bit of presence here in the middle, but Seized being pushed up here in the drop, and he's going to get the first one on the Crims. Does he manage to get a second one? Nope. Flush is going to be there. He's going to make it a 4-on-4.
That Tech 9 brings it back. Surprised to see Seized going aggressive. I guess, the one Tech 9 shot from Dennis wasn't enough to tell them that, this was a force buy situation where the MP9 would be a little less effective. But, I mean, still up close with the MP9, you can do a lot of damage. Just ask Shoxy. Guy can wreck with it. But this time around, it's a 1-for-1 trade, which isn't quite going to cut it for NaVi. Still kind of favors Fnatic, considering they have so many nades to work with. 50 seconds left, and NaVi do not have a single grenade to buy time with here. So yeah, this is scary.
And still, you see Fnatic still with 3 smokes and a Molotov, a bunch of flashes, so they can have a full-blown execute here if they just have the means to do it. And here we go, a couple of flashes, smokes coming in, pop flash and the Molotov, and push is coming in. Oh, that's going to totally blind one of the CTs, but Flamey and Edward getting those first 2 kills. Even just JW and Flasher here and drop. Not sure if this is going to work out, but Flasher says it might be. He's alone in a 1-on-3 and gets popped up. So that force buy from Fnatic not working out this time, and NaVi going to be able to build a bit of bank.
What do we say when someone asks us if we eco? Well, I guess Flush says, yes, okay, this is today. Today we do eco. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was trying to go for the game's reference, or, Jones reference there, just trying to edge it out, because Fnatic, they seemed like they had that glint in their eye. Just a little crazy.
That one made sense still, but this one would have not made any sense at all to force buy it. So it's going to be a save. No, not a single grenade from Fnatic being bought. Just a deagle on Flush. Well, I say just, but you never know with him having a deagle. anything could happen.
Yes, he can die in a hail of bullets.
Burn.
Like you said, man, anything can happen, right? That's definitely one of the options. Definitely one of the options.
Yeah. You want to keep your options.
Oh, it's like it's getting a little toasty over here too. Lots of bullets coming in. They're just turning into a field. Well, basically into a field of you know, corpses. Here for Fnatic. Bit nasty. Bit constricted, just a bit tough, considering you're trying to walk out of a bottleneck, you know, a choke point onto the site, and Navi were all just there, you know, filling that space with bullets. So, bit of a tough scenario there for Fnatic, but now they get the buy.
Yeah, finally, we get the proper buy on both sides on the second half here for the first time, pretty much. In case across the board for Fnatic, all the utility they would need. And it seems like they're sending 2 guys towards mid and 3 towards the B halls. Over B plateau, but Guardian is going to take that peak. He's going to win that duel. And it was actually Flasha that was going to get sent to that B plateau.
Yeah, and he actually gets picked once again. No luck for Flusha this time. And that's a great kill for Navi, considering Flusha's been having a lot of the high-impact frags so far on this map. So remove him from the server early on. You don't have to deal with him anymore. Let's see, are Fnatic actually going to be able to find something? It's going to be Crims, you know, trying to set up the fake over here on the B side as his teammates gather up in underpass and in A long. See if they can actually find one kill to open things, considering Zeus is holding close on slope, but he's in a bit of a tricky situation here.
Yeah, but Crims is going to be able to get a kill onto Flamey on that B bomb side, so that means rotation right now between the 2 sides is very, very long, as the 2 CTs on B are playing far off, and 2 on A are very committed to the A site. 45 seconds on the clock here, so there's a lot of options here for Fnatic. JW taking a straight up duel with Zeus, and Denny's on the Guardian as well. That's going to be A bomb side open. Here comes the rotation though for Navi. That's also getting mowed down with just C's being left, and not even him anymore as Crims get it. That's just going down in a matter of seconds.
That was a complete and utter collapse. Zeus, and then when Guardian confirms that they're coming out from A long, Zeus, all he has to do is win that fight versus JW. Him losing that fight then forces Guardian to have to worry about the slope. He has to give up his position behind the car. He gets caught out in the open, and it's just, it all collapses with Zeus's death, basically.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Guardian got off in a bit of a rough situation there. That was the A side left open, but still money on Navi. Well, they do have 2 Mag 7s, and up on Guardian, M4 and Flamey, and seized with an MP9. So not all they could hope for. Also a lack of utility and no kits.
It was just a slug match basically between both of these teams at this point. Like, all right, you force, we'll force. We're never just going to give up on this. Fnatic keeping that pressure going, and they are trying to run it back right now on the favored side of Cobblestone.
Yeah, and exactly, they're doing the kind of things that we were discussing prior to this match. It's nothing, you know, too execute heavy. They're just waiting for the right opportunity. When they do get the pick, they'll just run with it. And they did make it work in that one. That was the first, like we said, the first actual round where they have everything they wanted to have. Now, it's a 5-on-5 still. Things slowing down. Seems like B execute is going Navi's way. The bomb is committed there. And they're all setting up for their smokes and flashes.
Well, leading the way is Plessen. So we'll see if he can find that pick. He's got Dennis there to back him up. Guardian is down to 14 HP, but he's going to get that anti-flash out there. He's going to buy time for Edward to just completely wreck them all. Quad kill with the Swag 7. Right below plateau, just completely shuts Fnatic down as they push out. Nobody actually thinks to check. And that's where you can start to see the, you know, Fnatic not quite trusting each other perhaps, or getting a little overexcited with the push, not checking that key position. I mean, how often do people just sit there?
Yeah, you see a lot of teams Molotov that spot nowadays because it's very common. And some small details will make a difference. Guardian going to get the pick on JW, and what a huge round for Edward. I'm going to assume we're probably going to see that once again.
Just made so much money as well.
Yeah.
Starts the round with 7 grand. It's like, yep, cha-ching.
And then they come and no one's spotting that area. It's going to be 3 kills for Edward. So a lot of times we see Molotovs going there in that position because a lot of the time CD play there.
It's the flash from Guardian actually that allows it to go that long, because Crims was looking and then he got full white. So by the time he gets his vision back, 3 teammates have died. But if he doesn't get flashed, he probably kills Edward after like 1 or 2. Huh.
It is all in the detail. Plessen is going to be the one pushing in the B plateau. These teammates are actually making their way towards there too. Now, we're going to be, now that Plessen has made his way all the way here. No, the smokes actually do rain in. And the drop zone B split is initiated. Sees though, he's going to be the first one to get a kill. Flamey onto Pleasant as well. JW trying to retaliate. Back and forth with the kills. Now it becomes a 2-on-1 with just JW left. Well, it seemed like a really good B split, which is destroyed by NaVi.
That was a nice grenade on the Guardian at least. Going hard with the free fire as well, and he's somehow found a way to sneak through on connector. Cannot make the run. Waiting to see if Guardian's actually going to be there to join him, but that's not going to be the case. JW getting caught on the wall still. It's not going to be on the end of the world. It means he can get the bomb plant here on this B site and set up for the after plant as well. Plants it nice and wide out in the open. No way for somebody to abuse an angle. And so now it all comes down to the retake here for NaVi.
Yeah, oh, look at this JW. He's made his way all the way here towards A-Long. He's going to get a free kill on the Zeus. And now it becomes a game of hide and seek.
I'd love to see it from Guardian's perspective right now just to see. But yeah, unfortunately for him, JW, he's got the perfect after plant. It's a nightmare for Guardian. All JW has to do is wait for him to tap that bomb, and then he just goes for the peek.
Perfect timing. I mean,
couldn't be any better.
Beautifully played by JW. Plants the bomb, makes his way towards that A-Long. Zeus doesn't have a clue that he could be there, gets the free kill. So JW creates two individual one-on-ones and plays the second one-on-one perfectly as well. Peeks right when Guardian beeps the bomb. And obviously no way for Guardian to make a shot. JW gets the kill, gets the op as well to go with it, and that's going to be NaVi on a save.
Big clutch round coming in for JW there. And that's just this, I mean, it's the story of this map. It's just like clutches all over the place, close rounds. You got to love it. This is close with everything on the line here for NaVi. I mean, if they lose this map, their chances of making it to the LAN drop significantly because they'll be playing G2 next, and that's a team that they're pretty much tied with for that fourth slot. So if G2 were to beat them, it pretty much guaranteed G2 a spot at the LAN, whereas NaVi, you know, they really need to take one off of Fnatic here.
Yeah. Kind of in a situation where NaVi has the advantage. They have the opportunity to close it out, but recent history shows that they have some issues closing maps. Flash is going to be the first one to get a kill. Dennis to get one of the Guardian as well. Here comes the push from NaVi. They're going to be pushing that B long. And Seized going to be able to steal a weapon from Flasha. He's probably going to try and save that money. It's not too good for NaVi. So the best he can hope for is to try and save it.
Yeah, he's making his way all the way back into T-spawn. And, well, Edward just gets caught out in the open by JW. That's unfortunate for him. We'll see. Zeus, is he just going to be able to find somebody out of position here? He did hear the steps from JW, so he has something to go off of. He's wrapping back through danger. And JW running with his pistol out. Unfortunately, Zeus gives away his position with that one click. That's all JW needs. And, well, now it's all on C's basically waiting around to see if he can hold on to this AK. Will Fnatic be merciful, though? That's the question.
That is very much the question right now.
They don't have great money either, Fnatic, so...
No.
Should they be out and hunting too aggressively? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. Just save the weapons. Just try to get as much money going to the next one as possible. Oh, yeah. If only timing would have been a friend of JW's, that could have been beautiful. But no, not this time around. So he's going to be able to save this AK. It's going to be very important going into this round. This money is an issue for NaVi.
Yeah, that one AK can go over to Guardian or Zeus. I mean, I think they have enough for the AWP. Yeah, they would be able to just flat out buy the AWP and drop that over to Guardian. This AK will end up making quite a bit of a difference, although they are going to be fairly light on the nades. That's really rough for NaVi. CT side, last thing you want is to be skimping on the flashes. You know, just having a single incendiary to work with.
No, they're going to want to try have some early aggression. Guardian's trying to do that, but he's going to get flashed, pushed back a little bit. Also, we have Zeus here in the side hall, but he decides to fall back as well. So that's going to be quickly NaVi's early aggression being shut down by Fnatic, just by a few flashes. Fnatic, however, they're taking things very slowly. They're scouting out, waiting for that possible aggression for NaVi. They sense the situation right now that NaVi's money is not all too good.
Oh, nice. That is crisp and clean.
I actually stole that smoke from them.
Oh, what? Oh, the luck. Zeus. It just bounces right at Pleasant's feet. Unreal.
Ooh, nice double Molotov from Fnatic, and that's going to secure the drop zone for Fnatic if they wish to do so. Yep, here comes JW again, just jumping in with that AWP. No room to work with. Oh, he's going to miss that shot. was an opportunity to get a kill on the Guardian, who has an off there on that B plateau. But this is going to make things very uncomfortable for the CTs. They are aware of the situation, that there's someone in the drop zone. Seized, though, he's going to be watching in, and here comes the push from the T's from Fnatic on the A side. Zeus is going to maybe get the kill on the Pleasant. He's still seized, but then, well, Fnatic only managed to get one. So the numbers do favor Fnatic. No, I would say NaVi. But the bomb side A is clear. It's going to be Dennis into a 1-on-3.
Yeah, tough situation for him, given he only has 36 HP, so he has to hit nothing but headshots, and it's just not going to happen. Can't even remove Flamey. So that will put NaVi up onto match point 15-11. Fantastic hold coming in from both Edward and Zeus there. Even if, you know, they each got only one kill, it was enough time to actually, you know, draw it out for Fnatic, draw it out, give their teammates time to work with.
I think in a perfect world, when you're in a situation like that, you have two players in drop, you might want to try to force a play in drop or in connector first before anyone pushes from side hall, because if you do manage to get a kill in connector, then that's going to make it super uncomfortable for the CGs on that A side. Instead, now this time, it was the A guys that were the initiators of that round. They didn't manage to open the side up, and then things just fell apart. And it's going to be a map point here for NaVi.
And Dennis is just like, you know what, guys? What's better than one op? 2 ops. And then Flush is like, screw your ops. I'm actually just going to use the Deagle.
No.
And now we've got 3 ops. It's even better, boys. Okay, then, Fnatic. Not awkward at all.
No. This is vanilla Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's the perfect thing, perfect strategy. They'll never expect it, because there you go. You pick up one, Flusha gets another, Flusha make it look easy. He's got 3 kills in one of the most important rounds here for Fnatic, keeping them in this. There's the quad. Unreal. And Zeus is just chilling out over on A going, where's my team? Why did they all die? To one man who picked up Guardian's op.
And 1 by 1, of all things.
I don't even.
Without the possibility for a refrag.
Just like, yeah, Flusha just, man, yeah. Zeus, you see, Zeus is doing the right thing. You know, he's going Thorin's way, right? Thorin, this is what he always said, right? You know, it's like, if I was playing against a team and one guy gets the ace and or gets the quad, I'm the last man alive, I do everything I can to not die to him.
Oh, yeah.
Just to tilt him, right? Just to,
of course,
not give him the ace. Just like, screw that guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if someone gets 4K, then you run the opposite direction of the map.
Zeus should just like throw himself out the window right now. Just deny himself hard.
Disconnect.
HE at his feet and throw himself out the window. Pleasant will not find. He will find him, but he actually survives. So great reaction time there from Zeus to hit that headshot. That was key.
And no money for NaVi. Not looking too great. Zeus 1.7K and Flamey 1.5K. So let's see what they opt to do. And it's very probable that they will save, obviously. They still got a couple of rounds to play with. Fnatic holding on to 2 of the ops. The triple op may have been a little bit too much.
Just whispering sweet nothings to our producer while I watch NaVi eco at this point with Zeus with an M4. Edward, Zeus, and Flamey, you know, just chilling out on that B site, standard as could be. And Fnatic are probably giving themselves a nice pat on the back. Well, Flush is giving himself a pat on the back, basically, and then everybody else kind of chimes in as well with a few pats of their own. But, yeah, doing everything they can to keep this going. It is overtime that Fnatic are battling for at this point, and NaVi, they know it, so they go for an eco in order to actually get a decent buy in the next round. And, well, Zeus is having an impact here with the M4. He nearly gets 2 kills. Flush it down to 14 HP, and Zeus, he continues to do damage. Another kill for him. No, this is impossible. You cannot allow it, Fnatic. Walking into practically a hard eco, and the only M4 on the map. JW spotted him, though. Zeus, they know, but Edward finds he takes advantage of it. He gets a kill on Flusha. And now we have a man advantage here for NaVi, but they only have the pistols. So JW and Crims, it's all on them, and the flank comes in from Seas, and he finds the kill on Crims, and this is where it all falls apart. Or it doesn't. JW battles back. He takes down Edward. But it's still a 1v2, and he's got 35 seconds to work with here, and he will find the kill on Guardian, who's just standing out in the open, and now it's all on Seas. Can he hit the shot? And JW spots him from a mile away. Sick read from JW to keep it alive. An ace clutch to save it in the end. Well, Fnatic, they keep on going. Flusha with the quad kill in the round before that. JW decides to one-up his in-game leader and say, you know what, you got 4, I'll get 5. And now I'm just wondering how it works. You know, how do you get 6? I guess that's where you have to start, say, you know, killing your own teammates, right? Is that how it
somehow kill the coach?
Or kill Starix. Except that Starix won't respawn in that case, so don't kill Starix.
Yeah. But remember how the catalyst for Fnatic winning the previous map was Flusher getting Flusher. Well, it's not going to be the same story. Are they going to be forcing an overtime? I guess is a question. NaVi here having to force into this. As we can see, no utility really at all. And that is very key on CT side of Cbble. That's the way to try and just delay the possible pusher from the terrorists. Now NaVi don't have that choice. They'll just have to win battles here. Flasher though, he's all the way on that B-bot already. He's trying to be a bit of an all-flasher.
Crisp reaction times from him as well. He actually managed to tag Edward. That was mid-air from Edward. Very fast from Flusha. And well, he's still kind of dancing around exactly, spotting for the man. That's Edward falling back to the site itself. And in the meantime, Fnatic are rotating back over towards A, where Zeus is currently holding all by his lonesome. He's alone. So there's a good chance here for NaVi to just overrun Zeus and get onto that A site very quickly. Zeus is pushed up pretty far forward though, so Fnatic might not realize it. They might just run right past him here.
Yeah, and the rotation's coming in also, so there's essentially 3 of the CTs on this A site. Now Zeus is not going to be able to get that kill. It does make some damage, but you only have Guardian and have C's on this A site. C's with 2K. The bomb's gone down. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Ooh, Playme getting a big kill now. Only Flasha left. In connector. Seems like he's been spotted. B player and tacked down to 32 HP, so not looking too great for him.